Let's move on. So today we're going to do the first of three kind of reviews for what we've learned in June. If it's your first time, welcome. I think I see a couple new people now. I'm glad to have you, and don't worry, I'm going to be explaining this as we go. But if you have been here in June so far, we've learned about why. We've learned that when you see Y at the beginning, it says Y. If you see Y at the end of a short word, it says I. Let me just go line by line on that. If you see Y at the beginning, it says Y, like yellow or yes. If you see Y at the end of a short word, it says I, like my or shy. If you see Y at the end of a longer word, it will say E, like happy or candy, most of the time. If you see Y in the middle of the word, it's a Greek word, and it will say I most of the time, like gym or symbol. Okay, and today over the next 3 lessons, I get to teach you what I wasn't able to on those 2 times that I had to miss. If you see AY at the end, it says A. That's how you spell the A sound at the end of words. You don't use just a single A, right? Because if you see an A at the end, let me think of a good example. Can't think of a good example, so I'm gonna have to make up a word. If you see an A at the end, it will say a. If you put a Y after it, then that A-Y changes into its own little vowel team, a grapheme that will say A. So panda would turn into panday. Okay, so when you see AY, it only comes at the end and it will say A. If you see OY, that also comes at the end and it will say OI. So here, just for your own little information, AI and OI are for the middle of words. A says A and OI. AI says A, OI says OI. If you see AY and OY, they will be at the end of words. AY says A and OY says OI. So you can see there A and A, beginning and middle, and the end. Oi and oi, beginning and middle, and the end. So we're going to be working with those 2 bottom ones, the A and the oi, because they involve the Y, since this is Y month. All right, let's get practicing. I'll share my screen. Okay, golden. All right, so we're going to have an assortment of words that we have learned the rules for so far. So let's work through it. On this first one, we see that we have a consonant Y and a vowel Y in the same word. So here we have the Y. Let me scoot this over. That should work. So here this I is going to say I because of the tap 2 rule. Y at the end of a longer word or multi-syllable word usually says E. So here's that consonant Y that says Y. I, M, P, vowel Y says E at the end. Yimpri. Yimpri. What would yours say over here? We know that this I is going to make it short sound because there are at least 2 consonants after it. Y at the end of a multi-syllable word usually says E, and you can tell it's multi-syllable because there are 2 vowels that don't touch. There's a vowel and there's a vowel, right? Y is a vowel if it's not the first letter. So our sounds are y, I, t, e. Yitri. Really pronounce the sound of that T. Don't let it turn into a CHR sound. We don't want yitri. We want the sound that was intended. Yitri. Yitri. Really enunciate that cleanly. Well done. Let's try number 2. So I know that since this is a short word and Y is the only vowel and it's the last letter, it's going to say I, the long I sound. So we have B, L, I, bly. So what would yours say over here in this digraph blend? Here's a digraph blended with that consonant. Y at the end says I of a short word. So we have sh, I, shry. Not the easiest word to say, is it? Shry, shry. Okay, down here we have a Greek word. We can tell because there is a medial Y, a Y in the middle. That acts just like an I would. So since there are 2 consonants after it, that Y, we'll say I. And there's that AY that comes at the end that just says A. So our sounds are P, I, M, T, A. P, Pim, pimt, pimter, pimtray, pimtray, pimtray. Oh, EY is also a vowel team, and it follows the same rule as AY as far as the tab 2 rule. AY, that A has another vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots. So the A will say its name and say A. That's the tab 2 rule. Same for EY. Okay, E will follow the tab 2 rule. There's another vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots, so it will say its name. EY says E. You can tell that this is a Greek word because of that medial Y, so that will say I. So what would your word say here? So we have I, M, Sh, E. Rimshi. Rimshi. Now out of yo-yo. What do you mean yo-yo? What did I miss, Rowan? Let me know what you mean by yo-yo, Rowan. And then why is price pronounced that way? Why not the same as yimpri? Because you mean this word pry? Why does the Y say I? Oh, you might be thinking about this word right here, because when Y is at the end of a 1-syllable word, it will say I, as in my, shy, try, Y. When Y is the last letter of a 1-syllable word, when it's the only vowel, it will sound like an I. Always, as far as I know. However, that's not the case when it's at the end of a multi-syllable word, when there's more than 1 vowel that don't touch. When Y is at the end of a longer word like that, it will usually say E. Not always, but usually. So that's why this is yimpri, but this is pry. You got it. Yo-yo, what do you mean, Rowan? I'm not sure if you're asking a question. Let me know what you mean. And if anybody, I want to know how you did on these first 3 over here. Yitri, shy, and rimshi. Shry, I should have said. How many of those 3 did you get on your own without me? From yitri, shry, and rimshi. Were you able to pronounce those correctly on your own? Oh, thank you. Why does yo-yo have 2 long O's? I would be happy to explain that to you. 2 out of 3. Yay, good. Got all of them? Beautiful. All right, we have a question. Why does yo-yo, why are those 2 O's? Why do they have 2 long O's? For a couple reasons. First, those two O's are both in open syllables, but the easiest way to determine what those O's are going to say and why they say O is from the tattoo rule. This O has another vowel in the next one or two spots, so it says its name. And O at the end always says its name, like no or potato. When O is at the end, it just gets to say O. And those are both in open syllables. That's the technical way to explain it. All right, number 4. This OY is going to say oi. So our sounds are p, oi, proy, proy. What would this word say? Yeah, this says oi, so our sounds are b, oi, bloy. What would it have said if that O was an A? Blay, blay. What would it have said if that O was an E? Follows the tattoo rule, just like this one. EY says E. That would say blee, blee. All right, let's hop on down to our extra practice. Are there any requests? Go ahead and put your requests in the Q&A. Any that you want me to do with you. See if I can get this just the right amount of. I think that will do. All right, we have number 9. Lots of number 9s. Let's try it. All right, everybody. So we have a consonant Y here, and then we have an OY vowel team at the end. So try to read this word, number 9, and I'll come back after you and do it with you. You're getting it, aren't you? That's exciting. Okay, so this I is going to say I because of the tap 2 rule. This I also gets to say I because of the tap 2 rule, and also just because it's in the middle syllable. And then OY at the end says oi. So our sounds are consonant Y says y, I, p, l, I, t, oi. That's a lot of sounds, and I want to make sure that I remember the ones at the beginning by the time I get to the end. So we're going to do successive blending. So we have y, yim, yimp, yimple, yimple, yimplim, yimplimt, yimplimter, yimplimtroy, yimplimtroy. How did you do? Y or A? Yes or almost? For yimplimtroy. I'm dying to know. How'd you do on yimplimtroy? Yay, Daryl! Yimplimtroy. All right. Thank you for the feedback. Good. I mean, not everybody got it, so don't feel bad if you didn't. I bet you got close. I bet you really did get it almost. And the most important thing is that you are learning to read by sound. And those sounds are starting to make sense. Nobody expects perfection. Hopefully you don't either. You forgot the R in Troy. Yeah, it's that R. See, it's the R's fault. If you are reading and you make an error, it is likely due to an R or an L or an N. They just sneak into and out of our words without us even realizing it. All right, let's do another one. Any other requests? You got it. How about number 5, everyone? Try it. The PL for me. Yes, that L, right? Okay, try number 5. Ooh, this one's a doozy. We got 2 R's in there. Make sure they stay where they belong. especially this one. Make sure it stays in there. This one's probably the hardest one on the page. It's a Greek word. You can tell because of that medial Y. Says I. Says I mean. All right. Did you get the R's? Both of those R's. Can you feel your mouth forming the shape of that R sound in both of those spots? So this Y will say I because of the tap 2 rule. AY says A at the end of words. So our sounds are P, I, sh, t, A. One sound at a time. Per, pri, prish, prisht, prishter. Oh, this is so hard to say. So we're at prishter, prishtre. Woo-wee! Prishtre. Holy smokes, that was the hardest word I probably have ever read with those 2 R's right there. Prishtre. How did you do? Because I was struggling on that one. Did you get prishtre? Prishtre? You probably got it better than me. Oh, that's a lot of Y's. Well done, my friend. Prishtre. Well done. All right, we have a request for number 10. What do you think number 10 would say, everybody? So this is an example of when Y is at the end of a 1-syllable word, it will make the long I sound. Always, as far as I know. I can't think of one time when there's an exception to that rule. When Y is at the end of a 1-vowel word, it will say I. So these sounds are ch, I, chai, chai. I love it. Oh, number 2. All right, let's try number 2. We've got another minute. Go for it. So this I will say I because of the tap 2 rule. This I will say I because of the tap 2 rule, plus it's in the middle syllable, so it gets to say I anyway. AY at the end says A. Y, I, L, I, P, A. Yillipray. Yillipray. Now if you got prishtre, you can read anything, my friends. You can read anything. Yillipray is nice and clear. Not quite as difficult to roll those sounds from one to the next on. Yillipray. Not saying it's easy, but it's a little bit easier than prishtre. I don't know what I was thinking when I made that, but that was a lot of Y's, you guys. I can't create words hard enough for you. So go and teach other people. You are getting it, my friends. You are getting it. That's exciting. Teach somebody else so it will sink deeper what you learned today, or just to enlighten somebody else's world. And have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.